All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. As we mentioned, today we're going to talk about one specific key piece of technology, and that is the Xerox ConnectKey technology. Why did we invent ConnectKey? Well, we saw a hole in the marketplace for small business and large enterprise, in which there wasn't a connection between your multifunction device or your printer to all the things you want to do. You want to be productive, you want to be convenient, you want to be secure. All these types of areas you need to make sure are covered. Xerox ConnectKey is a new level of technology that does that for you and any business you're into. So let's get started. So where were we before Xerox ConnectKey came out in 2013? Simply put, cell phones were big and bulky. Michael Douglas didn't want to use them, and he's cool. You know, Lucy, locked to a wall. Even Doctor Who couldn't fix an old school cell phone and make it any bigger, better, faster, stronger. Couldn't do it. Darth Vader is still locked to a cell phone on the landline. Even our own printer environment was old school. At the time, it was great. Today, it's better because of ConnectKey, and let's show you why. Where are we now? Now, even a stormtrooper can use a cell phone. Darth Vader can take his cell phone and charge his lightsaber. That is amazing. You know what? It controls our relationships. It controls our calendars. Sorry, Jay-Z, but she's into somebody else, it seems. And don't forget, Michael Douglas is still around, and he too is looking up to the sky and saying, ConnectKey is the way to go. So let's dip into each of the platforms of ConnectKey and have a conversation about which ones work for what type of people. We look at productivity. We look at security. We look at cost control, and we look at convenience. In each one of these categories, there are specific key features that give you great advantages, huge benefits to your business, which is exactly what you're looking for. Let's go to each one, but first, let's go back. Let's go old school a little and have a conversation about what it was and what it is. So, we're going to start with productivity. You know what? That's productive right there. The Justice League was a productive team. The Jawas from Star Wars were a productive team. They found a droid in the desert. Oh, yeah, boy, I tell you. She was coming back, and she was put all back together. It was running in no time. You know what? Sometimes being productive means you got to put your feet up and chill and relax. But in the 80s, I'll tell you right now, sometimes I was not as productive as I probably should have been because of that little joystick right there from Atari. And most people weren't productive in the 80s. Why? Because the world's largest video game, most popular of all time, Tetris, took us all the way from productivity. But now ConnectKey is going to give it right back to you. And how are we going to do that? Well, things like remote control panel. Your IT staff can now remote into the panel and give help when needed or make changes when needed. That is amazing. They can do that from a remote distance. You know, things like our global print drivers. All our different print drivers are designed specifically for user consistency. So it's the same driver for every user. You know, we've got things like simplified user interface, common user experience in which the buttons are big, they're easy, they're super easy to touch. And when you go into each thing such as faxing, emailing, etc., what's going to happen is each one of those areas are going to look and feel the same, which is what you look for. You know, things like unified address book. No matter what you do, if you're faxing, scanning, emailing, the address book will always be there. You can touch it, bring out that person's information. And then we look at some really great productive applications just like a cell phone. QR code. You take your cell phone. You scan, beep, one QR code. It sends you to the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, and what you can do is then grab the application, i.e. Print Portal, whatever you need, and then you go back inside that application, you go beep, and you scan the other QR code, and that now allows the IP address from that unit to be accessed within the application so you can print and scan. How cool is that? So we've got Print by Xerox. If you can send an email, you can use this application. You basically send an email to @printbyxerox.com. Then you will actually then be able to go and release your document at your leisure to any ConnectKey device capable of running that. That is cool technology. And then we have the last thing like Easy Translator. This is a game changer. We're the only vendor to use an Easy Translate service. You take a document that is in English. You scan it into your MFP. it becomes one of 35 languages. I don't know about you, but I do not speak 35 languages. I got English, I got Newfoundlandese, and that's all I can handle right about now. And then there's online support. Touch a button, you can get support for those issues you're running into in your ConnectKey device. That's productivity. Why? And that's called usable technology. Now, let's talk about cost control. Everybody's watching the almighty dollar. That is the biggest thing that runs our show today. So, cost control. Sometimes you get someone peering over your shoulder, watching all the dollars you spend. You know what? Some guys got it right, and they're swimming in it, and they know what they got when it comes to money and cost control. And sometimes, you know what? You look at your money flying away, and it's like, oh, it's like you're spending out of control. And sometimes you don't even know when your spending is being done. But if you want cost control, somebody like this wouldn't need cost control, but you do. Let's show you how ConnectKey does that for you. User permissions. You can tell specifically each user what they're going to be able to do. Do you want to use it to print in color? Yes or no? How many prints do you want them to have? What time of day do you want them to be able to print? You can control that, therefore controlling your costs. You have application defaults. Who in the world needs a simple text Outlook email to print in color if one line is in color? You don't. Control your costs. Allow it to be printed in black and white based on what application is being used. Standard accounting. You can now track these costs that are going out your door. Therefore, you can see who's printing what. You can see how much of what's being printed where, and this, by the way, is absolutely free from Xerox provided to you. Delete on power up. As soon as you power the machine back up, the job's deleted. Therefore, no waste of the job the next time someone wants to print one. Energy Star. Everybody now is all looking at energy conservation, and that, too, is controlling your cost. Cisco, one of the leaders in technology, also understands that they have their own energy-wise certification. Therefore, these are what allows you to be cost control conscious. This gives you usable technology. All right, so now, let's talk convenience. Simplicity, ease of use. What kind of things would do that? Oh my, would I ever love to step on a transport platform, and there I go. I can be anywhere I want in seconds. That's cool. Star Trek had it right. Oh, wait, Stargate had it right too. You can walk up, punch in some alien technology, boop, 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 7 symbols, or 8 if you watch the show, and you can then go walk right through the event horizon and be anywhere in the galaxy in seconds. Crazy. Or just jump on a hoverboard. Next thing you know, you and your Nikes are flying across the city, going wherever you want. Simple, easy, and Staples has it right. It's an easy button. Why? Because that was easy. But really, everything is not that easy. Some people think it's super convenient. Easy Bake Up was convenient. Apparently, this guy had a few issues. So, let's talk how Xerox ConnectKey allows you to be convenient. First of all, we got Print Portal on the right side, in which you can now, with an application on your cell phone, right there, you can take that application and print right from there. You can take a photo, whatever you want, print directly to your MFP. Xerox App Gallery, which is amazingly impressive, and it was won awards because your App Gallery is like walking to an art gallery. You see pictures on the wall, you pick whatever you want. And once you pick whatever you want, you take it home. You go to App Gallery, you pick the apps you want, you take it home back to the control panel on your MFP. You've got one-touch scanning. Imagine pushing one button, having that document go directly where you want it to go, waiting for you. That's convenient. That's easy. App Studio. We have app developers that create applications for what you need, specifically around your needs and your wants. We can build those. And yes, Buyers Lab did give us an award for that, of course, because it's an outstanding achievement in the technology world today. And then, oh my, can you imagine walking to an airport, to a coffee shop, grabbing that document from our partners now, Google Drive, OneDrive, Office 365, Dropbox, and Box, and then being able to print it on site on a ConnectKey device? That is impressive. Mobile link. You can scan a document from your phone. That is impressive. You've got things like Wi-Fi Direct. You can take your phone. You don't have to be connected to the network, people. You can relieve the network traffic. You can now take that phone and be Wi-Fi Direct to your device. It has its own wireless. That is cool. Of course you support Android. Of course you support Apple AirPlay. Who doesn't these days? If you don't, you're in the dark ages. And you get adaptable accessibility for Android. So this is really cool. You can have an Android tablet, i.e., take that tablet, have the interface on the tablet for those that don't have accessibility issues and can't actually get up and see the control panel. That is forward thinking. And yes, this is usable technology. Okay, security. Everybody is concerned with security today. There are millions and millions of people that have losing their information, costing companies billions of dollars a year. 30 to 50,000 news threats produced every single day. Well, you need to defend your ship. That NFT, that business of yours, that's your ship. You need to find a way to defend it. You could be defending against the Code Iron Armada for all you know. You don't know who's trying to get into your door, right? So now you have the decision to make. You have to choose your fighter. Who is the person you want to partner with? Because I would love to have the Lego Jedi Council as my partner. I'll tell you right now. But there's some people, not quite sure. I don't know, they're just like, they seem okay on the surface, but really when the nitty-gritty comes down to it, do you really want to partner with some of these guys? I don't know. Xerox ConnectKey, that's who you want to partner with. Let's talk about why. So, Mike McAfee. We have partnered with the world leader in internet security, and they have their whitelisting technology. It's like, let me give an example. Let's say you have a bar. You have a bouncer at your bar. Nobody gets in the front door unless he sees you and knows exactly who you are. If he doesn't know who you are, you ain't getting in the door. That's what McAfee does with their whitelisting technology. Cisco TrustSec, designed specifically for high-end enterprise companies. For example, if you have an IT person and you're a large enterprise company, you're definitely going to tell your IT people about Cisco. They will know exactly what that means and how much impact that has on our global IT system. Image overwrite. The United States Department of Defense has told us that this is exactly the amount of image overwrite they want. We've given them what they want. They work with us directly. They are a partner of ours. That is a huge partner for us to take advantage of. USB protection. Let's say little Johnny is playing World of Warcraft, and all of a sudden, boom, uses your USB to download something, and now there's a virus on that USB. Well, don't worry. We're going to protect that USB input from having viruses coming on board your MFE. Xerox Print Safe. You can have a key card, such as mine. Beep, scan. You have access to that MFE. You can punch in your username and passcode. You have access. And your IT people can decide what you have access to, what applications, what programs. It's all done via Xerox Print Safe. Auto firmware update. This, my friends, is a game changer. We are the only vendor that can show you auto firmware updates, and here's why. At nighttime, imagine having an update, a security update running a patch at night when you are not in business. Why? You don't need to be. Your IT people don't need to be there. You don't need to be there. Let the auto firmware update do it for you, because you don't want to have your business slow down by having to wait a couple hours for a tech to come out and get all that work done, and you're down for that amount of time. Done, out of the way, throw it out the window, ladies and gentlemen. Auto firmware update takes care of that for you. And yes, with security, there's so many ways to be confidential and make sure you protect and partner with the right people. Why? Because once again, this is usable technology. So, really, comes down to a couple things. Sometimes in life, you need to start working. You need to take your jacket off, roll up your sleeves, start training. ConnectKey has been training since 2013. Yeah, we took some shots here and there, a few punches in the face, you know, but that's okay. That's all learning. But once all said was done, didn't matter who the opponent was. I don't care where they're from. I don't care what they look like. When we start throwing punches, game changes. We will take the wind out of their sails. But when the last punch is thrown, make no mistake about it, we will win. The knockout punch gets thrown. There's only one champion left in the world, and that's us. But wait, who says we're a champion? DLI? Fires Lab? I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, oh wait, 2014, line of the year. 2015, line of the year. 2016, line of the year. That's what ConnectKey does for you. That's what it does for your business. And there's other awards. Mobile Print Solution won awards. App Studio, Print Cloud, like they love ConnectKey and what it does for your business. So, in the end, it comes down to one thing. You have to grab onto what's going to make your business successful. And you hold on that as tight as you can. You know why? Because in the end, that's all you have, is you and your business. You got to hold on to every dollar you can. You got to stay as secure as you can. You got to be as productive and convenient as you can. And once you get a hold of the right partner, you grab onto that partner, and you don't let go. So what are you waiting for? ConnectKey. It's here. It's today. Who is going to be your partner? Any questions? I didn't think so.